Like every year, the Future series gradually reveals its secrets months before Apple's main record. In this video, we will talk about everything we know about the iPhone 13. Design, technical sheet, publication date, price. This year, Apple is expected to launch 4 new iPhones again. With 4 devices in size, including 5.4-inch, 6.1-inch, and 6.7-inch devices, 2 high-end iPhone Pro models and 2 being the cheaper and more affordable devices. However, the entire range will evolve with a performance boost thanks to the integration of a new SoC. The photo part will also improve across the range with the integration of a LiDAR scanner on non-Pro versions. Talking about the design. Like last year, the iPhone 13 mini as standard entry, the standard iPhone 13, then the iPhone 13 Pro, and iPhone 13 Pro Max. With sizes corresponding to 5.4 inches for the mini model, 6.1 inches for the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro, and 6.7 inches for the Pro Max. According to Bloomberg, Apple engineers consider the 2021 iPhones to be an S version of the 2020 models. A report from Mako Takara says the iPhone 13 design will eventually feature a thinner notch. Apple looks set to achieve this reduction by combining the currently separated infrared flood illuminator, sensor, and dot projector, which make up the iPhone 12's Face ID unlocking system, into a single module. With 2 fewer sensors required, we should see a much narrower notch on the iPhone 13. The biggest change we can expect from the iPhone 13 is that one model has a rugged design that removes the Lightning connector and charges and transfers data wirelessly. Apple might introduce a way to integrate Face ID into the iPhone 13. Last fall, market leader Binkskin posted a rendering on Twitter explaining how the system works by pinning the entire True Depth system and earpiece inside the handset's top bezel. According to Bloomberg, Apple is considering this option on some 2021 models, in favor of wireless charging. This eventuality, unlikely as it may seem, would be supported by Apple's desire to offer only Qi wireless charging. The technology has come of age and offers to charge powers that now rival wired charging. iPhone 13 Touch ID. Rumors say that Apple is working on iPhone 13 to have both Face ID and an in-display fingerprint sensor. According to Bloomberg, Apple is testing an in-screen Touch ID fingerprint reader that would mark a major change to the biometric systems that Apple has used for flagship devices since the launch of the iPhone X. A 120Hz and LTPO ProMotion display. Technically, the iPhone 12 Pro Max was compatible with a 120Hz display. We learned at the last moment that Apple was sacrificing this frequency on the altar of battery life. To offer such a refresh rate, the Cupertino company prefers to adopt LTPO display technology. According to the latest news, the screens of the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max should exploit this standard. This significantly reduces the power consumption of the screen. This will give free rein to ProMotion technology and its frequency of up to 120 Hz. This will allow better screen fluidity in the conditions that require it, especially during 3D video game sessions. You can also expect a piece of software that automatically adapts the screen frequency as needed to further optimize battery life. iPhone 13, camera improvements. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo says the iPhone 13's ultra-wide-angle module would be a 6P, 6-element, lens compared to the 5P in current versions. The Pro models would also incorporate a larger CMOS sensor, main lens, with improvements in resolution and sensitivity to light. However, the entire range will be entitled to changes. The non-Pro iPhone 13s would thus be brought up to the same level as the current iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max. They would thus be compatible with sensor shift stabilization, which improves the quality of images in the event of movement. The entire 2021 range could also carry a LiDAR scanner. New 5G chip and 6C Wi-Fi. Qualcomm will again provide the 5G modem for future iPhones. After the Snapdragon X55 of the iPhone 12, it's time for the Snapdragon X60, which started production last year. It is the first 5G modem to use 5 nanometers engraving. It offers an aggregation of wave frequencies, millimeter bands, and those below 6 GHz, which in theory achieves a record throughput of 7.5 gigabits. The upstream speed is up to 3 gigabits. This is 3 times better than the X55 modem, which has a theoretical maximum download speed of 2.5 gigabits per second. According to some indiscretions, some iPhone 13 models might support a single 5G band, running either in M-Wave or sub-6 GHz, but not both. This will allow Apple to lower production costs for certain markets where millimeter frequencies are not yet exploited. This choice would not be surprising considering that the 5G M-Wave of the iPhone 12 series is only available in the United States. The good news is that it would reach more markets in 2021. Europe and by extension France could thus be entitled to it. Finally, we are also talking about the integration of a 6C Wi-Fi chip in the iPhone 13. The new standard is compatible with 6 GHz frequencies. This is an evolution of Wi-Fi 6 and not a new generation per se. The previous standard was compatible with 2.4 and 5 GHz frequencies. So a new spectrum is added to the list with the promise of better bandwidth and lower latencies. iPhone 13 mini, 13, and 13 Pro, technical sheet. The first certain novelty is the integration of a new, even more, powerful chip. Apple will use an A15 SoC engraved in 5 nanometers plus by TSMC. The 5 nanometers plus process, referred to as N5P, is an improved version of 5 nanometers. It offers better energy efficiency and performance improvements. The 2021 iPhones should thus gain in power while further limiting the demand on the battery. There is also talk of a 1TB storage option for the iPhone 13. This is twice the maximum storage capacity of the iPhone 12 Pro, which is 512 GB. iPhone 13, release date and price. The iPhone 13 mini, 13, and 13 Pro should not experience the same delays as the iPhone 12 series. Last year, the traditional Apple keynote dedicated to the new iPhones was postponed to October. The consequences of the current health crisis will not be the same this year. We can therefore expect a return of the keynote in September 2021 for the iPhone 13, with a release later this month. As for prices, nothing has filtered out yet. This is all we know about the iPhone 13. Let us know in the comments section the features you want in iPhone 13. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.